Good morning. Today's story is about Joseph. Joseph was sold to the Israelites, to the Ishmaelites, and they took him to Egypt, a country that was very far away. While in that land of Egypt, Joseph was sold as a slave to a very rich man, an important man named Potiphar. Joseph was very far from his home. He was very far from his father. He was very far from his brothers. But God was with him. Joseph could be trusted. And one day, Joseph's master, Potiphar, put him in charge of everything that he owned. And God blessed everyone in the house of Potiphar because of Joseph. But later, the lies of the wife of Potiphar put Joseph in jail. But God was with Joseph in prison. The man who was in charge of the prison, he knew that he could trust Joseph. And so he put Joseph in charge of the prison and everyone that was in it. And one day there were two prisoners who looked very worried, and Joseph said, "What's the matter?" "Well, we have dreamt, and we don't understand our dreams." "Well, tell me your dreams," said Joseph. "God will show me the message and the meaning." They told Joseph their dreams, and God helped Joseph know what the dreams meant and what would happen. And Joseph said, "Remember me when you get out." Everything happened just as Joseph had explained. But Joseph was forgotten. 2 years passed, 2 long years passed, that Joseph was in prison. And then one evening, when the Pharaoh, who was the ruler of Egypt, was sleeping, he had a dream. He had a dream that he was standing by a river, and 7 fat cows came from the river to feed on the grass. And then 7 ugly cows came and ate the 7 fat cows. Well, the Pharaoh woke up, but then he fell back to sleep again. This time he had another dream. It was 7 wonderful heads of grain that grew full and good. And then came 7 thin heads of grain, and the thin heads of grain swallowed up the fat heads of grain. Well, the Pharaoh woke up from this dream, and there was nobody in the palace that could understand and explain to him what his dream meant. But there was one man who remembered Joseph in the prison. And he told the Pharaoh, he said, "I think there's somebody that can help us understand." And so the Pharaoh sent for the Hebrew man. And Joseph came. And listened to the Pharaoh as the Pharaoh explained his dreams. I can't explain all of your dreams," said Joseph, "but I know that God will." After the Pharaoh told him his dreams, Joseph explained to the Pharaoh that there would be 7 good years with rain and sunshine, and lots of food would grow. But then there would be 7 years of famine. Joseph found favor with the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh could trust Joseph, and the Pharaoh made Joseph the ruler. Now Joseph decided to collect all of the food in the 7 good years so that there would be enough for the 7 bad years. And Joseph was made governor. He had fine clothes. People respected him, and they even bowed down to him. Oh, he had a lot of work to do. He built big barns to store all the grain, and many people, they worked hard. But they didn't know that Joseph, where he started off. And then the famine came, and for 7 years there was no rain, and nothing grew. But all of the people knew that Egypt had stored grain, and so many people came to Joseph. I wonder, why did she lie? Why did Potiphar's wife lie? I wonder, what does it feel like to be trusted? To be trusted all the time? Why did Joseph know how to interpret the dreams? I wonder how he knew. From God helping him. Mm-hmm. Donna, would you like to read our scripture reading today?